The snow fell gently on New Seattle's crystalline dome as Zarathustra stepped out of the transit pod, her silver fur shimmering under the festive lights. Christmas Eve on Earth, her first since the lycanthrope had made first contact 3 years ago. She tugged nervously at her burgundy dress, trying to ignore the stares from humans passing by. Jason had seemed so kind in their virtual conversations. A xenobiologist who claimed to love learning about other cultures. He'd asked her to meet at the famous Starlight Cafe for Christmas dinner. Zara's heart, both of them, as lycanthrope possessed dual cardiovascular systems, beat rapidly as she approached the restaurant's glowing entrance. Inside, the warmth embraced her, along with the scent of cinnamon and pine. Her enhanced senses picked out Jason immediately. Sandy-haired, nervous smile, sitting alone at a corner table decorated with holographic snowflakes. She waved, her clawed hand catching the light. His smile faltered. Zara approached the table, her digitigrade legs carrying her gracefully despite her anxiety. Jason? I'm Zarathustra. It's wonderful to finally meet you in person. Jason stood awkwardly, his face pale. Ah, yes. Hi. His eyes darted around the restaurant, noting the other patrons watching them. Some smiled encouragingly, others whispered behind their hands. They sat. The silence stretched uncomfortably. The decorations are beautiful, Zara offered, gesturing to the twinkling lights overhead. We don't have this tradition on Lycantha Prime. It's quite magical. Yeah, Jason's response was clipped. He kept checking his comlink, barely making eye contact. Zara's ears, tall and wolf-like, flattened slightly against her skull. She'd seen this before. The curiosity that turned to discomfort. The progressive ideals that crumbled when confronted with someone truly different. 20 minutes of painful conversation passed. Jason made excuses, an early morning, a forgotten commitment, a sick relative. Each lie cut deeper than any blade. I understand, Zara said quietly, standing. Her voice remained dignified despite the tears threatening to spill from her amber eyes. Thank you for trying. She walked out into the cold, the Christmas lights now seeming to mock her loneliness. Zara found herself wandering through Founders Park, where families ice skated on the frozen pond and children played in the snow. She sat on a bench beneath an ancient oak tree, watching the joy she'd never quite be part of. Excuse me. The small voice startled her. A human girl, no more than 7 years old, stood before her. She wore a pink winter coat and held a worn stuffed rabbit. Her dark curls were dusted with snowflakes. Yes, Zara managed, quickly wiping her eyes. The girl tilted her head, studying Zara with the unfiltered curiosity only children possessed. You're crying. My name is Emma. Can we talk? Zara blinked in surprise. You're not afraid of me. Emma shook her head vigorously. Why would I be? You look sad, and nobody should be sad on Christmas Eve. She climbed onto the bench beside Zara without invitation, swinging her small legs. What's wrong? Something about Emma's earnest concern broke through Zara's defenses. I had a date tonight. It didn't go very well. Was he mean to you? Not mean exactly. Just uncomfortable. Because I'm different. Emma frowned, her young face scrunching in disapproval. That's stupid. My teacher says different is good. Different means we can learn new things. She held up her rabbit. This is Mr. Hopsworth. He's different because he only has one ear, but I love him the most. A genuine smile crossed Zara's muzzle. Mr. Hopsworth is very distinguished. What's your name? Zarathustra. But you can call me Zara. Zara. Emma repeated carefully. That's pretty. Are you from space? Yes, from a planet called Lycantha Prime. It's very far away. Emma's eyes widened with wonder. Wow. What's it like? For the next hour, Zara told Emma stories of her homeworld. The 3 moons that painted the sky in shades of violet, the crystal forests that sang in the wind, the great pack bonds that held Lycanthra society together. Emma listened with rapt attention, asking questions that showed genuine curiosity rather than discomfort. So you're like a family? Emma asked when Zara explained pack bonds. Yes, very much like a family. Do you have a pack here? Zara's ears drooped. No, I came to Earth alone for my research position at the university. Emma thought about this seriously. Then she reached out and took Zara's clawed hand in her small one. You can be in my family for tonight. We're having Christmas dinner at my house. There's always room for one more. My mom says so. Oh, Emma, I couldn't. Emma Rodriguez. There you are. A woman hurried across the park, relief flooding her features. She slowed as she saw Zara. But to Zara's surprise, there was no fear in her expression, only curiosity and a hint of concern. Mama, this is my friend Zara. She's from space, and she's lonely for Christmas, and I invited her to dinner. Can she come? Please. The woman, Maria, Zara would learn, looked at her daughter, then at Zara's tear-stained face, and something softened in her expression. Emma, you can't just invite people without. She paused, seeing something in Zara's eyes. Actually, we'd be honored if you'd join us, Zara. If you'd like to, that is. I wouldn't want to impose, Zara said hesitantly. On Christmas? Impossible. Maria smiled warmly. Besides, my brother-in-law is a xenobiologist. He'll talk your ear off, no offense, about cross-cultural traditions. Fair warning. Emma tugged on Zara's hand. Please come. Zara looked at this small human child who had seen past her fur and fangs to the loneliness beneath. In Emma's eyes, there was no judgment, no fear, only the pure acceptance that adults seemed to forget as they grew older. I would be honored, Zara whispered. The Rodriguez home was warm and chaotic, filled with the smell of cooking food and the sounds of laughter. Emma's extended family welcomed Zara without hesitation, grandparents, cousins, uncles, and aunts. They asked about her traditions, shared their own, and made space at their table for one more as Zara sat among them. Emma curled against her side. She felt something she hadn't experienced since leaving her homeworld, belonging. The pack bond she'd missed wasn't about species. It was about acceptance, kindness, and the willingness to make room in your heart for someone different. Later, as snow continued to fall outside, Emma whispered, "See? Different is good." Zara hugged the small girl close, her dual hearts full. Different is very good indeed. And for the first time since arriving on Earth, Zara understood what humans meant when they called Christmas the season of miracles. Sometimes, all it took was one small voice asking, "Can we talk?"